Hi, I'm Jeff Orig, and I'm a filmmaker, and today I'm going to be watching BTS Fake Love, the official music video, for the first time. Should I give you my disclaimer, my warning? I pause a lot. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, then you might have to go watch somebody else. But if you're into it, hey, alright, let's go. Let's just check this out. I always pause in the very beginning. They do such a good job with this opening visual. It's already like they bring you in. Okay. I know I always say this, but it is so good. Damn. Okay. There's just so much I love about this already. Like those opening images, this opening image here, and then like this sculpture or whatever this is in the background, plus like shooting in silhouette. I love silhouette. And then like the dance that they're actually doing just has like for me like a lot of modern, it feels very modern to me, and I have like a personal affinity to modern dance. Already so good. That sculpture is so good too. I wonder what that is or from. Is this sculpture or just a photo, or like, do we know? Okay, I was just gonna keep going. And then even this song, like I was mentioning, I just recently watched Permission to Dance for the first time, and I was thinking like, oh, maybe that's a little too bright and happy for my taste. I think I like a little bit darker songs, so this is maybe a little bit darker. I gotta rewind. Sorry, guys. I totally want to watch the shooting sketch for this. I mean, of course, right? But was this done real? Like, is this practical, or is this all special effects?
It's real.
This is real? That is awesome. It's dangerous, but it's awesome. This just feels like a dream. Like, I don't know if you've ever had a dream like this before, or maybe nightmare. The budget on these, I'm just so curious what the budget is for these videos. This is a lot. Like so many different sets. They're building these things from scratch, most likely. I mean, I'd be surprised if this is actual, like an actual location. That is cool. What is happening here? I think they're doing that like dolly zoom here, because like you can see the background's kind of compressing, but then that's awesome. Wow. Just so you know, I'm getting goosebumps. This is just really, really good. It's really cool. Like when you pause it, you can see like it's, I think it says fake love on some of these like phones or iPads or whatever these are. Probably Samsung. I'm just gonna guess. A save me maybe is what it says. 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지기에 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어. Man. Yo, it's so good. Okay, so thank you to everybody in the comments has been recommending that I watch this. This is one of the several that everybody's recommending. Okay, if you've been watching, I'm gonna watch this thing again, but I definitely want to watch this shooting sketch. Okay, just before I start this, like, just initial reactions, it's so damn good. It's so good. But I'm like, I have so many questions. Like, is all of that, like some of it for sure is there's digital stuff done in there, and then for safety purposes you absolutely should do a bunch of digital things, and then like maybe you can composite like or put together the different elements in order to make the shot work. But some of those things too, I'm wondering, like with that waterfall and then that tunnel came out, like did they actually build that? If they did, that's amazing. And Yeah, I just have so many questions. Okay, so that's why I want to watch this thing.
뮤직비디오 촬영 현장에 도착을 했습니다.
이번 뮤직비디오는 개인마다의 씬들이 트라우마의 가사입니다.
And the Snickers, I'm curious, like, is that just like a sugar addiction? Is that what that's like represents? Or... And then what was with this? The like the rings? But it's about trauma? Okay, see, I just have so many questions. Okay, let's go.
저 같은 경우는 이제 담백한 거울 자아와 여하기도 하고 제가 보기도 하고 가장 혼란을 주체화된 인물인 것 같아요.
광고 땡기세요? 제가 또 광고를 좋아하니까 많은 정보만을 깔아주세요. 오, 나의 세상입니다.
They probably could have sold all of those Snickers bars as souvenirs, I would imagine.
저만의 공간이었습니다, 여러분.
이렇게 전화를 했는데 갑자기 모래로 바뀌어서 당황하는 뒤의 모습을 볼 수 있습니다.
좋은 날씨입니다. 첫 촬영부터 고무신이네요. 잘해봐야죠.
Yeah, like this. Is this a photo up in the background? Or is this a... It looks real to me. That's awesome. Oh wow. This was done practically? That's awesome. I thought this was done digitally. This is fantastic. But yeah, like there's safety and like he's got the harness and everything and then they paint that out, but this is fantastic. That's great. I mean, again, doing stuff digitally is totally fine, but doing it practically is also I love that.
네, 근데 이 현실적인 거 전자레인지
좋은 촬영.
네, 여기는 아니실
I gotta see this again.
좋은 촬영.
I mean, I wish we would see behind the scenes footage of that shot rather than a shot of what the main camera sees on the monitor. But I mean, damn, to do that practically, that's pretty dangerous in my opinion. I don't know, absolutely they taken safety precautions, but I'm very curious how that was actually accomplished, like for the safety protocols and everything.
네, 여기는 아니실 때부터 시작된 제 공간인데 저희 드라마 마주하는 시간을 보여드리도록 하겠습니다. 안 돼! 이게 좋다고 생각했는데 갑시다, 트라우마를 마주하러.
Yeah, I mean, this absolutely looked practical. But again, like, I'm glad they put these disclaimers down here. This is, like, this has the potential to be very dangerous.
앉아서요. 나 하나도 안 돼.
불은 떼어놓을 수가 없네. 피아노와 불을 잘 끝냈습니다. 단체로 갑니다. 내일로 넘어갑니다. 오케이. 오늘은 뮤비 마지막 날입니다.
Oh. We only saw, I think, one of these characters. Oh, wait. Is this them with masks on?
아이언맨 할 사람 아이언맨. 아이언맨?
심지어 내 콘디 이거? 어떻게 나와요? 형이 정국인데?
Did we see this scene in the version that I saw? I don't think I saw this.
나 미국에서 보고 왔는데 진짜 잘 왔어요.
저희가 또 열심히 준비한 만큼 여러분들 기대 많이 해주셨으면 좋겠습니다. Fake love.
Did that answer any of my questions? Maybe a little bit? I feel like I have more questions. Okay, let's go. So here's an extended version. Should I watch the extended version of the music video?
날 위해서라면 난 슬퍼도 기쁜 척할 수가 있었어. 널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어. 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지게 이루어지지 않는 꿈 속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어. 지도 잘 모르게 돼 겨울에 다 뒤걸려봐 너는 대체 누구래 위해서라면 난 슬퍼도 기쁜 척할 수가 있었어 널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하게 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지게 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어 있었어 널 위해서라면 난 아파도 강한 척할 수가 있었어 사랑이 사랑만으로 완벽하기에 내 모든 약점들은 다 숨겨지기에 이루어지지 않는 꿈속에서 피울 수 없는 꽃을 키웠어
What? I have more questions. I need to watch the whole thing, I think. Yeah, because, like, what is happening? I mean, the whole thing's amazing. It's awesome. But, again, I just now have more questions. Like, what is happening? Why is this, like... if you guys aren't familiar, that's very reminiscent of a Stanley Kubrick film called Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, I mean, oh man, I love this video. I love this song. I guess I'm starting to realize, like, I do like darker things. Sometimes it depends. It depends. But for their... Oh, yeah, this was really good. Okay, so I think I gotta watch the whole thing. I gotta watch the whole storyline. Is that what it's called? The BU. I gotta watch the whole BU. It's just... I mean, do I need to tell you guys that it's just how awesome this is? It's, like, incredibly well done. And I get it. They're good. They're just damn good. Like, everybody, the whole team, whether the group, the whole staff and crew behind the group, everyone in making this video is just, it's really, really well done. I mean... Like I asked earlier, what is the budget for this music video? This has gotta be, this is up there. I don't know how much they spent on this, but this was not cheap to do. I mean, they built all of those sets. If some of those were actual, like, existing locations, whoever did location scouting for that did an incredible job. But I mean, if you know, when we watched in the shooting sketch, you could see a lot of it was done on a set. So some of those sets are, like the one with the water, that's just expensive to do, and you need like a special set to build on for that. And then that waterfall with that tunnel that emerges, the costumes, the set design. So set design is like someone or a team of people will come in, take a completely blank warehouse basically, and then build the whole set. And then there's decisions that have to be made, like what is the color of the paint? What is the texture of the paint? Even on the Snickers bars, you could see, like, they weren't just regular Snickers bars. Like, a lot of them had something painted on them, and they were just given like a look. Like every single set and scene had a look, and it was every element that had a look, right? Like from the set design to the lighting to even like the atmospherics in the air, meaning they ran like a smoke or fog machine to create like a little bit of a haze. All of that is like contributing to the overall general feel. And then, you know, when I originally watched it, I didn't watch it with the closed captioning, but I could immediately sense like, oh, this feels like a nightmare, like this feels like a dream. And maybe in many ways it is. I don't know. Like, you know, with all art, it's open to interpretation. But damn, okay. All right. Okay, let's watch. I'm just gonna watch again. Again? Okay. And apologies to Taylor, she's sitting right here. Sorry, Taylor. Or whoever edits this. I don't know if Taylor's going to be the one that edits this, but what is this date? See, I have so many questions. Okay, here we go. So there's that flower that they're talking about in the song, I think. I mean, like, or at least a physical representation of it. This shot is just incredible. This is incredible, and I'm just so curious how it was actually executed. And they don't hang on to it too long, and I get that. Like, it's part of the magic. Like a good magician never reveals their tricks, right? So same with the filmmakers. It's like you don't want to show. There's a thing called suspension of disbelief. It's this concept that when someone's watching a movie, they will suspend their disbelief so that they can enjoy the film. Like, all movies are fake, right? Like, even documentaries, I can get into this. Like, even documentaries, it's not the truth. It may or may not be even closer to the truth than something that's fictional. I'm getting a little philosophical here. The reason being is because in every medium, whether it's music, film, photography, painting, sculpture, the artist or artists choose to show things and choose to not show things. So we are literally looking at a rectangle, right? And there's stuff like just outside of this rectangle that the filmmakers in this case and the band in this case are choosing not to show us. And then that is extended into like how long they hold a shot for before they cut to the next shot, and so on and so forth, right? Like there's a million decisions of what gets put in and what gets left out. So it's inherently somebody's choice, and somebody meaning either an individual or a group of people's choices on what is shown. So even in a documentary, all of those choices are made, because in a documentary you can choose like, oh, what should that person be wearing that's being interviewed? How should we light them? Should we light them to make them look sinister or make them look innocent? Should we put music underneath? Should the music be make them sound good or sound bad? We can edit what they say, so on and so forth, right? Okay, get the point. Now, same with this, right? They're choosing to show that shot of the explosion just for a brief moment. And like, even me, like I look at this stuff, study this stuff, I want to replicate these kinds of things. I'm having a difficult time understanding, like, is that real or is that fake? Because it looks real to me, but then sort of the safety, like you don't want people to get hurt on your set, and especially you don't want your performers, your artists to get hurt. Like in a situation like that, you'd probably want to put a stunt person in there, but that clearly did not look like a stunt person. And then yeah, I mean, there's just so many reasons why you wouldn't want to put like your actual performer in there, right? but it looks real. So that's why, like, for me, I'm just like going back and forth on this because I love that shot so much. And then again, like I said, so the whole thing started with suspension of disbelief. So suspension of disbelief is the artist asking the audience to suspend their disbelief for a moment, meaning come with me on this journey, watch this thing that I made for you, and for a moment accept that this is real. Accept that everything that we're showing you is actually happening. And we do, right? We think that there is a character out there named Romeo and a character out there named Juliet, and they fell in love and they were star-crossed lovers or whatever. But they're completely fictional, right? And there's so many fictional representations of that. But whenever we go watch a movie or whatever, we, for a moment, believe that Leonardo DiCaprio is Romeo and Claire Danes is Juliet in that version, right? So same here. They're asking us to suspend our disbelief that, like, they are actually in this dream and that these things are happening. But me, the filmmaker in me, is like, wait a second, did they actually do that? Is that like, or is that digital, or is it both? Like, did they shoot the room empty and then composite him in later, meaning like kind of, in essence, Photoshop him in later? Or like part of it, like there was some real stuff. He was in the room with some real stuff, not all of the real debris. And then did they composite with like real debris, like additional real debris later? Like, again, I'm just like, for me, the safety issue is super important, because even as simple as like some dust gets in your eye, if you've ever had dust in your eye and then you've rubbed it, you can have like a very scratchy eye for a long time. So anyway, I'm just stuck on that shot. Like this art in the background, I just love this art. That art in the background reminds me of a sculpture at the Illinois Institute of Art. Illinois Art Institute of Chicago? Hang on. That art in the background reminds me of this sculpture. Solitude of the Soul. Lighting on this is so good. That particular shot, well, they did it practically. I don't know, maybe they composited a little bit. Like that one looks composited somehow. Like this whole set here, this is like a whole art installation in of itself. Like with this is awesome. This set is so well done. See, there's like the, you know, bring in a little fog machine, make that little haze. Most likely this is built from scratch, but they, like, imagine you build this from scratch and then you have to make this look like this. It's a ton of work. Yeah, like, look, somebody or like a team of people hand painted these Snickers bars, like maybe to cover the logo, but definitely to give it a look and feel. Like, it just feels grittier. Even here, this is just like a little bit of movie magic. Like, this, looking through here, and then we see the POV. This is just a little movie magic. They just stuck a couple of boards right in front of the camera, and cutting those two images together makes it look like he's looking in on him over here. This just well lit. Just, I mean, oh man. Where is this? If anyone knows in the comments if this is like an actual location. Like, they built this? This is awesome. If they built this... like building this. So this has got to be composited. I mean, you're that close to that much fire, you're gonna burn your eyebrows off, literally. The reason why I paused on this, the color correction, it seems like they made this one black and white, whereas in other parts of the video, it's not entirely black and white. Like here, digitally in post, it looks like, to me, that they made it more black and white, which is, I personally love. See, this is less black and white. Do you see how there's like a little bit of like magenta in this area here? Yeah, see, you don't have that magenta in here. And then if we come back to here, it is like more magenta. Even this, like, somebody built this whole thing. I mean, like, you know, a whole team of people built this whole thing. They painted this set, brought in all of this sand and the branches and stuff. Then these costumes, like most likely somebody made these costumes from scratch. Like again, just imagine this is a blank warehouse and they brought everything in and built this from the ground up. Most likely, most likely. Even these masks. Somebody made these masks. So now I'm just like, wait, what's happening? Okay, anyway. Amazing as usual. I am going, now I'm gonna go way deep down the rabbit hole here, and because it just raises more questions. And yeah, I'm gonna go watch the whole thing now. I'm gonna try. Let's go watch. Come on. All right. Thanks for joining me on this journey. I appreciate you guys and your comments. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Okay, thanks. Bye.